Should've, could've, would've. Have you ever said, I wish I did, I could've, I should've, I would've, but I didn't? And how does that make you feel when you know that you could have done something but you didn't do it? Now, obviously, we can't change the past and we can't go back and do something that we didn't do. But I'm standing in K-Man's office. He's my gorgeous husband who's multiple world champion in martial arts. And I've just shown you a series of medals. Every year that he's competed, and he's won medals every year for a very long time now, he's put those medals into a frame. And the one that I've just shown you, the really special important one in this office, is 2021, the year of 2021. It's the year that the world closed down. There were no competitions for martial arts nowhere in the world except online. And most people in martial arts either stopped doing martial arts altogether and they've never gone back, or they just didn't compete in that year, or they got all depressed and angry because there were no competitions that year. But K-Man competed online in multiple different tournaments around the world, different international federations, and he won multiple gold medals, silver and bronze medals in the year of 2021. So he never has to look back on that year and say, I could have, should have, would have, but the government wouldn't let me, or the medical pandemic that happened in the world didn't allow me to compete. He didn't allow that to stop him from competing. And I'm sharing that with you because I deal with everyday people who tell me what they want to do, what they're gonna do, what they hope to do, and then they let somebody steal their dream. And then they look back over that year or that opportunity or that I could have done that, I would have done it, I should have, but I didn't. And they're all regretful and bitter and twisted. I wish for nobody to feel that way. So if you have an opportunity, why not just take it? You can't could have, should have, would have. You either did it or you didn't do it. And there's the question. When you look back over your life, what do you want to be able to say? I did it. I gave it a crack. I had a go. Doesn't matter whether I achieved or I didn't. Doesn't matter whether I won or lost. Doesn't matter whether or not people criticize me or not. I had a go. And that's the beautiful thing about 2021 for the people that didn't stop living their life. A lot of people just gave up, they got depressed, they got angry, they drank a lot, they ate a lot. The world seemed to have put on weight. The whole thing just became a horrible experience for a lot of people. But for those of us who want to look back over our life, we don't want to say, in that year, I let myself down. In that year, I could have, but I didn't. In that year, the government controlled my life. In that year, something happened. And because I'm an old lady, lots of things have happened in my lifetime. We've had global financial crisis. We've had bushfires, droughts, floods, medical pandemics, high inflation, high interest rates. My life has been filled with that kind of stuff. But I've never wanted somebody else's stuff to affect my life. How about you? So never say could have, should have, would have. You can always say I gave it a crack and I felt good because I did, versus I could have but I didn't. And I never want anybody to feel angry. And that's one of the things about the Max International Colleges, because people come to us with their goals and dreams. That's why they contact us. I want to start my own business. I've got a creation, an invention, an idea. I want to have an online business. I want to have a gym. I want to open my own place. And then so many people that share those goals with me, and I can share this with you very openly because we have a lifetime education, which means the initial time that I talk to somebody, I have students from 10 years ago, 20 years ago. The college started in 1989. And there are people that started the program in 1989 and now they have chains of health clubs around the world. They're multimillionaires. They love their life and they're doing exactly what they want to do. And they've been doing that since 1989 and beyond. I also have a lot of people that said to us in 1989, I want to, I'm gonna, I wish I could. And then they let somebody steal their dream. They let somebody tell them that they couldn't do it. If you have an opportunity and it's something that you really want to do, why would you let anybody stop you? The other one I find really sad is when people say to me, oh yeah, I've got a passion or a goal, and they share it, and then a month later or a year later or 10 years later they go, oh no, it wasn't really my passion, I didn't really want to do it. But when I dig a bit deeper, I find out that they really did want to do it, but somebody stole their dream, or they let their own self-belief or lack of self-belief get in the way. Well, as I always share about self-belief, how can you believe in yourself if you don't do anything? You can't believe that you can open a business if you don't do it. You can't believe that you can win a grand final or a gold medal if you don't go and do it. You can't believe that you can lose weight, get into great shape if you don't go and do it. It doesn't matter how much self-belief in the world you've got. If you don't do it, you'll never know. But if you do it, now you know. And if you do it, then you have no regret. If you don't do it, there's always going to be some kind of regret. And that's the question that I'm asking. This is my begging position, as you know. I never want anybody to look back over their life and say, I wish I could have, I should have, I would have, I didn't. Versus, look at my life. I tried everything, I went everywhere, I did everything. Everything I've ever wanted to do, because it was in front of me, I gave it a go. And that's, to me, for people who share with me, I don't know what my passion is. That's what I always share. If you don't know what you're excited about, go and do everything. If you don't know what career or business you want to do, try everything. If you don't know where you want to travel, go everywhere. If you don't know what kind of person you want to marry, date everyone. Do everything, because we only have this amount of time. Now, I don't know what that time is, and neither do you. That the only thing that you and I have in common is, yes, there's 24 hours in a day, yes, there's 7 days in a week, and yes, there's 365 days in a year. But we don't know how many of those hours or days or months or years that we're going to get. All we know is that we've got this amount of time, whatever that time is. How much can you jam pack into that time versus, I wish I could have, I should have, I wish, but I didn't. How about we stop wishing and start doing? So that, like K-Man, you can look around and say, it doesn't matter that the world closed down, I still won gold medals that year. Doesn't matter that everyone said it was the high interest rates and the wrong time to start a business, I did it anyway. And wouldn't that be a great way to live your life? Just go do it. Super duper doo. How are you? I am doing it. Woohoo!